Hi, this is Gary with JustSolitaire.com. Let's take a look at the solitaire game La Belle Lucie. Now, this is a kind of an unusual game. It has many tableau piles, as you can see here, and they're also called fans. And you've got these piles that have 3 cards in them, and only the top card in each one is playable. Now, at the top, we've got foundations, which are fairly typical. Each one starts with an ace and builds up by suit. So, for instance, we can take this ace of diamonds and move it there. And if we had a 2 of diamonds available, we could put it on top of that. Now, basically what you need to do is build these up by taking the top card from here, but you can also move cards around. So, for instance, we could take this 3 of spades and put it on top of the 4 of spades. You can only move 1 card at a time, so I can't move the 4 of spades there together with the 3. And I have to look around and try to dig down into these piles to find, in this case, more aces. So if I can move this 9 over to the 10 here, I have 2 aces I can get rid of, and double clicking in Just Solitaire really helps there. And then I keep doing that, so here I can move the 2 up. And I want to do this strategically to reveal cards. It's very difficult here, especially early in the game, are moving kings or anything very high. So I can't put this king anywhere except on this pile when I build all the way up to the queen. But I can move this queen here on top of the king and put the ace up. So I have all aces up there, which is a good start to a game. And I want to keep looking around for other combinations that I can move around to dig down. So a lot of times you look, like for instance here for the 3 of clubs, I can put it there if I can just get rid of this ace of diamonds. So I look around and I see there's the 9 of diamonds. And there I go. Sometimes you have to look several steps ahead. So, for instance, I can look for a card I want to move. Say if I want to move, let's see here, I want to get a 2 of diamonds. I can find it. There's the 2 of hearts, and I can move that like so. Let me see if I can find the 2 of diamonds now. It's right there. So I may want to say, well, I need to dig down and see if I can move the 7 away. I can. Let me see if I can move this 9 away. In order to move the 9 away, I have to find the 10 of clubs. So let me find the 10 of clubs. And it's right there. In order to move the 10 of clubs, I need to move the jack of spades. In order to move the jack of spades, I need to find the queen of spades, which is there. In order to do that, I'd have to move these 2 cards, which, since they're already paired up, is impossible. So that's kind of a dead move. Now, when you've run out of options or you think you may want to just move on, you can redeal twice. You get 3 total deals, so 2 redeals. And what a redeal does is it takes all the cards down here, puts them together, shuffles them, and then redeals them out in a compact format, so taking as many piles as possible. So the advantage of doing that, of course, is shuffling everything around so you can get to some cards that you can't get to here, like, for instance, the 2 of diamonds or the 2 of spades. But the disadvantage is that it's going to make them more compact, which means you have less possibilities for moves. So always make sure you get as many cards rid of as possible before you do that. Now, it doesn't really pay to actually move cards just to move them, only to reveal ones and dig deeper. So let's go and try the redeal here, which I'll click there. Brings them all up, throws them all back here, and they're all shuffled. So let's see where things are now. For instance, the 2 of diamonds and the 2 of spades, if they're in any better position. Here's the 2 of spades under the 10 of hearts. In order to get the 10 of hearts out, I'd have to look for the jack of hearts, which is under there, which is going to be difficult to get to, but perhaps not impossible. Another thing you want to watch out for is when you move things, move them in the correct order. So you see the 8, 7, and 6 here. So if I wanted to move these all, I would want to move if I move the 6 onto the 7, then I can't move the 7 or the 6 after that, but I can move the 7 first. Now I don't want to do that in this case because I've got the 5 of clubs there and I'd like to reveal that. So getting back to the 2s, to that one, here's this one under here. If I had the queen of clubs available, I could move the jack here, and there it is. So that's going to be a tough one. I'm going to have to see if I can move this one. I'm not going to be able to do it here. So I may want to do, after a while of eliminating possibilities, getting the 4 going there. Then I may want to do another redeal, and you can see that now I don't have a possibility for another redeal. In the settings, you can change it, change the number of redeals, and you can change it to unlimited, which makes the game much easier to win. Here you can see in this last one, I can indeed move the 2 up. So there's a possibility that continuing on, I may be successful here. And if not, just move on to another game. So that's a look at La Belle Lucie, a fun solitaire variant at justsolitaire.com.